Yeah, good morning. Mwisawa ado nyumba. Natumai mko sawa, mko poa. Wale othe ori no ratwirorera FM show. Umuthiri ndauga tiga twarie siasa kidogo na ndĩrenda tũrũmĩrĩre siasa cia Mount Kenya because there is something that is happening in the mountain. Rauga kwĩna mwanki mũnene mũno urakana kũu kĩrĩma-inĩ aswa when it comes to the politics of the nation na tukiarĩrĩria siasa citũ cia kĩrĩma. So what I mean is kuna mambo mingi yamekuwa yakiendelea na kiundu kiria kirarirĩrwo muno even in the political arena ni urata wa President William Ruto na munini wake Mr. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Riu ni mukujitikirio muthi twarie siasa kidogo tondu ithu andu a kirima ri ni tui thirikari ino ri ni ithu twamikire hau iri ni ithu twamiheire giti kia gutuika nio ikwathana bururi-ini witu wa Kenya. We gave the government, ni ithu twamiheire kura iria yathanite nacio. Na thaa ici ri kwina kiundu kirathie na mbere in the political arena haria turerwa gutire na ngwataniro njega gatagati ka President William Ruto na munini wa KDP Rigathi Gachagua. Thaa ici tukiaria uhoro uyu ri muririkane president wa bururi witu wa Kenya hari ruraya ni athiete America kuria arathiete ku attend state dinner iria invitedwo ni President Joe Biden na ni president wa mbere kuma Africa uria othiete kuo na agetwo state dinner kuma mwaka wa 2008 na kando na kiria turariria ri uririkane President William Ruto also ni akwariria the Congress ya United States of America nitakwirwo ni aguthie aka-address parliament ya United States nita tuge MCA wa kundu kwanyu agitwo kiri parliament ito ya Kenya athie aka-address kuo. Now ndĩrenda tũikare thĩ to discuss a statement ĩrĩa ĩramĩkĩrwo public ira nĩ governor wa Kirinyaga ũĩkaine ta Anne Mombi Waiguru. Anne Waiguru nĩ ararevealire atĩ gũtirĩ na ngwatanĩro kĩrĩ thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza, arĩa araugire gĩtĩ kĩa DP kana gĩtĩ kĩa president rĩ werwo taitũ ĩyo rĩ nĩ ũbatarĩte gwĩtĩkĩra atĩ ũgĩtuĩka DP kana ũgĩtuĩka president kana ũgĩtuĩka governor rĩ kwĩna mũthenya andũ arĩa makũheire kura rĩ makũhe mũndũ ũngĩ gĩtĩ kĩu aikarĩre na atuĩke kĩu weo rĩ. Alisema ya kwamba haijalishi wewe ni nani, lakini wananchi ndio walikuweka hapo na kuna uwezekano wa wananchi wa Jamhuri ya Kenya ambao walikuchagua kuweza kumchagua mwingine, na akasema si hatia ya kwamba wewe kama ni deputy president ama president ama governor kuwa na mpinzani wako ama kuwa na mtu mwingine ambaye anadai kiti hicho. Na ijigaide mwire ukienda kurora siasa cia Kenya na ukienda kutuika successful kire siasa cia bururi witu wa Kenya ri ufatirete guka ukathoma kuma kire survivors tondu Anne Waiguru is one of the survivors when it comes to the politics of the Mount Kenya region. Ni mundu survivete muno scandals nyingi aga survive gutuikania supportete Uhuru Kenyatta na Raila Odinga na at long last agaikorhanio ka UDA na agituika governor hau. Yeah, what I'm saying is ukienda realize that there is a drift or there is a change in the balance of power in a country. Look at the people that have survived the most in the government. No kirora mundu ta Anne Waiguru ni ugu take a few deductions from my statement. Na nikio ndona mundu ikaine ta Muthee Kiengei uria ni presenter wa Kameme FM kana mwite Bishop Ben wa kanitha wa JCM akiariria statement ino ya Anne Waiguru. Na ndĩrenda tuthome statement ino niguo tumenye kiundu kiria turaririo muthi tondu maundu ni marathi na mbere guthuka in the political arena. Na itigaide mwire kirima tugaga kuri rwimbo Muigai yaugire atiriri kwina mbara nene kirima irahitukania ciana cia nyina umwe na agaciira atiriri royai rianai indi mutikaninane niguo ndamwira onani umuthi rianai andu aitu a kirima indi mutikaninane kulaneni kabisa lakini msimalizane niguo statement ino iramaanisha ya ndrenda guthoma statement ino ya guka wa Nairobi. Anne Waiguru posted and said this: while we respect the office of the Deputy President and indeed any other office of leadership, a progressive democracy does not allow us as occupiers of public leadership offices to personalize them to the extent that it becomes taboo for anyone else to nurture and express ambitions to occupy them. We hold these offices in trust, not as owners. Let us recognize the right of all, especially our women and our youth, to aspire to high office. Let us hold their hands in mentorship on political and socio-economic leadership. Everyone has a right to dream and pursue their dreams like those in current leadership dreamt and their dreams actualized by the support of millions of youths and women. They too deserve support, not hostility. Hopefully, we all seek the best for Kenya. Mtaniruhusu kidogo hado itu wa kirima huthire lugha ya taifa iria ni Githwairi. Waiguru anamaanisha hata kama tunashikilia maofisi kama ofisi ya naibu wa rais, isikuwe ni kana kwamba ukishikilia hii ofisi ni kama wewe umekuwa Mungu. Yaani hamna mtu ambaye anapaswa kuwa akikupinga, hamna mtu ambaye anapaswa kwenda mkabala na yale ambayo unayaongelea. Ina maana gani hapa? Kutokana na Anne Waiguru kuweza kutokea na aswa kumaddress the Deputy President of the nation in such a manner na kuweza kumuongelesha naibu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya Rigathi Gachagua kupitia mitandao ya kijamii na kutuma ujumbe aswa akiuelekeza directly to the Deputy President. Demuririkanie ni kurari na ngucanio nene thiku nini hihetukite, a few days ambazo zimepita, kulikuwa na mvutano wa maneno sana aswa baada ya Lemuru 3. Watu na wanasiasa wakidai na aswa vyombo vya habari baada ya chunguza nyingi tuliweza kugundua ya kwamba naibu wa rais has been missing in different state events. He has not been attending public function. He has not been attending a presidential state event. The reason I'm saying this ni kwa sababu it all comes down to this statement by Anne Waiguru. What are the ambitions of Governor Anne Waiguru? Demuririkanie, Governor Anne Waiguru ni one of the key players tugiuka kiri siasa cia Mount Kenya. Ni one of the key players. Na niwe governor wa Kirima. Tondu we niwe governor wa Kirinyaga. Ikuyu ri tene twetaga Kirima twetaga Mount Kenya Kirinyaga. Kirinyaga nikio Mount Kenya na niwe governor wa Kirinyaga. Ituraiguithani riu ri tene ndauga tene Kirinyaga nikio kiari Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya yari Kirinyaga na no ona umuthi ri ugikora muthuri mukuru athuri akuru aria kiama ukimuria ri Mount Kenya ni ondu ndakimenya no ugire Kirima kana ukauga Kirinyaga. Mumiru etaga Kirima etaga Kirinyaga Kirimara. Ituraiguithani. Now Anne Waiguru being the governor wa Kirinyaga, ino ni second term ya Governor Anne Waiguru ta governor wa Kirinyaga, meaning mwaka wa 2027 ri Governor Anne Waiguru ndagakorwa wabici-ini, agakorwa umire tondu ni akunina a 2 terms as the governor of Kirinyaga County. Riu Governor Anne Waiguru akinina ri gutuika governor, nguria kiuria akinina uhoro ucio ri Governor Waiguru ni agwitikira guthie muci, ni agwitikira kuretire from politics? No, she has ambition. Na ambition ciake ri no ende gutuika DP wa bururi witu wa Kenya muno. Na atigituika DP kwina DP sitting deputy president no mwaka abie bara na Rigathi wa Gachagua na niyo bara eno abia nigi tondu uraigua kiuga atiriri nikianza kudream kuwa DP haimanishi nimefanya dhambi, haimanishi nimefanya makosa. I'm free to dream. So leaders should not feel entitled to the offices that they are holding. So you should be free to accept that I am a dreamer and I'm dreaming to hold that office. It doesn't matter that you as the deputy president you're holding it right now. Kuna uwezekano ya kwamba mwaka wa 2027 sio wewe utakuwepo. Na wacha niwaambie, kuna uwezekano mkubwa sana kwa sasa jinsi ambavyo kunaendelea. Rais William Ruto ataweza kwenda na tiketi ya Gachagua na yeye katika siasa za mwaka 2027. Sababu kubwa ya mimi kusema hivi ni kwamba amegundua Rigathi Gachagua ni mtu ambaye ameanza kupoteza umaarufu katika eneo la Mlima Kenya, aswa watu kuwa wakimpinga sana. Lakini wacha nikwambie kitu na makosa kubwa atakayoifanya rais ni kumweka kando Rigathi Gachagua. Kwa wakati huu Rigathi Gachagua is a very instrumental partner to Deputy President William Ruto. Makosa Ruto anaweza fanya ni makosa aliyofanywa na the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Haria Uhuru Kenyatta augire dago support William Ruto ni aguthie na mbere go support Raila Amolo Odinga. Na nierite andu auga bere atiriri nie ngwathana miaka 10 na ake Ruto okio athane miaka 10 ucio ni wirane na ithue ta Agikuyu ri twiranire undu no mwanka uhingie ciugo ciaku. If I promise you something and I deliver and you promised to pay back, you have to pay back. It's a debt. Na siasa cito cia kirima ni siasa cia loyalty. Now realize the politics cia Mount Kenya nowadays ni cira shift. Thutha wa Ali Murodri andu matrenda kuigua horo wa Gachagua. Now andu makubai sympathy ya Gachagua muthenya uria William Ruto akauga atiriri na tiga ndimwire niwe Gachagua akiuga ni guka na counter politics ya guka atia akisema ni kukuja na counter politics as of right now atakuja na agenda that me as the deputy president mimi nilipinga mswada wa finance bill wa mwaka 2024. I opposed the finance bill year 2024 that was brought forward by the president of the republic. Na nekio bara eno mwona yabia umu riu President William Ruto ndarenda mundu kumuoppose niguo Gachagua guka uguo nie dramuoppose tondu ndrenda agenda iria twa promise ya Kenya mwaka wa 2022 ida ya campaign cihituke tuhingie wirane witu na Kenya. We deliver the promises that we made to Kenya. If he comes that way, amepiga rais kichwa, amemuua kabisa. Remember, Gachagua tuwekira deputy president atrina experience todo area one time MP. Ndĩrenda gũthoma statement ĩno ya guka wa Nairobi Muthee Kiengei and what he had to say about it. Hapo statement ya Waiguru na akiwa Mount Kenya gave Ruto 47 of the vote that made him president. Rigathi worked very hard going against his friend and the sitting president while only a one-term MP. To get Ruto the 87% of the Mount Kenya vote, which is what translated to the 47% of the vote that made Ruto president. Okay, we withdraw 47% kire kura cia Ruto mwaka wa 2022 Ruto ako remain na 4% tondu awinire in a 51-50% margin kura ile haitukire nacio Raila Amolo Odinga. So which is what translated to 47 of the vote that made Ruto president. He suffered personal, politically instigated attacks for it. He sacrificed all these because he was running as SP to Ruto. So Rigathi didn't get the DP position as a favor. He worked for it. Akuangukia. Ucio ni ni Kiengei ya address Waiguru. Anasema politics being what it is, Mlima Mount Kenya most probably voted for Ruto because Rigathi Gachagua assured them that William Ruto could be trusted and that their interest would be taken care of in a government where Ruto was. Let's try with that, which right now turns out not to be the same. He was then chosen as the representative of the region to work with Ruto. We can therefore safely assume that the 87 of Mlima Kenya, of the Mlima Mount Kenya, who voted for William Ruto, voted for him based on this assurance by Rigathi Gachagua. This then ultimately became 47% of the vote that Kenya Kwanza received from across the country. And this is what helped Ruto win the elections and put Rigathi in office as the deputy president. This also means that Rigathi Gachagua is the guarantor of the Ruto government to Mlima Kenya. If things go wrong, it seems they will have. Gachagua therefore represents the expectations of Mlima or Mount Kenya in this government. Rigathi Gachagua consistently stated that he will ensure Mlima Kenya interests are secure in this government. Now, if only all the other leaders from Mlima or Mount Kenya would support him, lobbying for regional interest, and would be so interest would be so much easier. This is my question. Why would some of the so-called Mount Kenya sons and daughters think that they would change the deputy president come year 2027 and not change the president? What crime has His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua committed by representing the people of Mount Kenya and asking for their rights? Does it mean it's only a blackmail when the mountain problems are being addressed? Leo Bishop ameongea siasa kidogo kwa sababu ninaona ile shida washirika wanapitia. My advice to Mount Kenya leaders, Moreane, no Mutikanine. Icio ni ciugo cia Reverend Ben, kana Bishop Kiengei, Bishop-elect wa kanitha wa JCM, Jesus Compassion Ministry. The last statement, niyo statement here tuko emphasize nayo mono. Augete, this is my question. Why would some of the so-called Mount Kenya sons and daughters, Mount Kenya sons and daughters no ni arikwasio mara address ni Kiengei. One is Ndidi Nyoro. Tondu kwena a lot of speculation ati Ndidi Nyoro no atweke running mate wa President William Ruto mwaka wa hia 2027. Tondu Ndidi Nyoro yes ni adelivete kire andu ake a Kiharo. Na andu maraiga atiriri Ndidi Nyoro ena much political mileage gukira hiria yina DP Rigathi Gachagua. Kuna mundu ungi oikaine ta Kimani Ichung'wa, ucio ni MP wa Kikuyu na niwe majority leader wa parliament yitu yake. Ucio nake ni mundu tigwire handu ayeri ndagweta Ndidi Nyoro amuna Kimani Ichung'wa ni andu maikaraga thi makanyuanira na makarayanira na President William Ruto. No ende ni mwonaga hati andu aya mateyaga DP Rigathi Gachagua gitio kiria abatarite ta deputy president wa thino yito yake. So these people have their political ambition. One of them is aspiring to become the DP. And how do you become a DP while the government that you are in as a DP, you topple or bring down the sitting DP? Now, the daughters aria maradres on Kiengei. Nemodo ta Waiguru. Tamura Waiguru, a political life is coming to an end if she does not run for another office, because she cannot run for a governor again. Niani na 2 terms. And try with that. Riu Waiguru ena ambition cia gutwika DP. Tondu agitwika DP ri na kugitwika ati niwe wina experience nene gukira ya Rigathi Gachagua ri. Ni arona kuna nafasi ya yeye kuweza kuwa deputy president wa interior. Nituraiguithani now kumau tugoka kiri mundu ungi uronekana ena nafasi ya kukua DP no tuge ni mundu ta Susan Kihika nake thirikari yake ya Nakuru County inamuoppose. Now putting that aside, how will the DP survive this? How will the DP survive this? If they succeed to pulling him out of the government, tigaide mwire Ruto will be a one-term president. Kĩũndũ kĩrĩa Gachagua agĩka akĩrũgamana na Martha Karua andũ ta Kioni, Jeremia Kioni, the former president Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta na andũ aingĩ mauge mara choose kũrũgamia mũndũ wao ta president. Tumune Muthee arũgame akietha gĩtĩ kĩa president wa bũrũri witũ wa Kenya. Nũĩ tũkũ divide votes cia president William Ruto tondũ arĩa andũ makuona mũndũ ũyũ ti mũndũ loyo, mũndũ ũyũ ti mũndũ wina agenda citũ hata hata. Usi mtu anaweza tu represent. Nĩwe twathurire Uhuru na Kibaki tukimenya ati andũ aya nĩ anake aitũ. Hawa watu tumeweka hapa ni watu wetu. They will represent our genders. No mũtigatwĩre ati twaria cia kĩrĩma nĩ ciatuĩka tribal politics. Nĩguo matwĩraga. No mũthĩ nĩ twĩtĩkanire andũ aitũ. Ati twaragia Mũgĩkũyũ ambia kwaria, Mũgĩkũyũ akorora mambia kuga ni politics ni tribal politics. Na uguo maraiga tribal politics ni urona mundu wina muto mwega, mundu ta Kimani wa Icung'wa, mundu ta former CS Kimani, huyu Kimani mwingine wanaungana calling it tribal politics tondu wale Murudri ru muratura tribal politics tondu ni twambia ku address siasa cia Mount Kenya. Riri andu manyanza maconvey a meeting makambiria kwaria siasa on the succession ya Raila Amolo Odinga. You don't tell us about that. Nikio twaugire tutikuneana Muthee. Tutikuneana Muthee tondu twina mundu uria wina Muthee ucio na tutire na mundu uretha giti kia president Mount Kenya. Mundu uria ukurugama na uge ni agwetha giti kia president Mount Kenya niwe tukune Muthee ucio. Riu Martha Karua na Rigathi wa Gachagua wakiungana hivi tumane Muthee ucio ni tuko divide votes cia mundu ikaine ta William Ruto. Na no tuge tukuvutira andu aya turute thirikari ya Ruto. Riu ri tugika uguo no the other people Marift adu a Nyanza province, adu a Mombasa, adu a Ukamba wote waungane waseme wanapea Raila Odinga. Yes, tunaweza sema coalition yetu haitaingia. But coalition yetu isipoingia hata coalition ya Ruto haitaingia. So meaning tumepatiana uongozi huko kwa Luo Nation. Ikio drama irari trouga ria nai no mutekaninane. Muririkane murari present rurere rwitu. Murari present Gikuyu, murari present Gema, murari present Gikuyu, Embu, Meru na Ikamba. Tunaelewana? Icio nicio ciaca ndauga njari omothe. Tondu knowledge yakwa when it comes to politics drona atiriri handu aria tuthiite ciaca drums cia siasa cia mwaka wa 2027 ni ciambiritie. The politics have started. Ati tweterere mwaka wa 2026 ati nilio makwambia politics. No, politics ni ciambitie. Ukiona mundu ta Waiguru akirugama muthe akiaria ciugo icio na kauga uguo ri. What else can we say? Now, Dreda Gudoma a few comments after this post by Muthee Kiengei. Drona Shiro DC Gedeja anasema we stand with our deputy president, we can't fight him no matter what. David Wainaina Kauga, we are in a very delicate, fragile, complex and predictable situation. Multitudes are losing trust, hope on this government. The most important thing we need is clarity of where we are coming from, where we are, what they plan to do to make our lives, economy better. It seems they are betting with our lives, Bishop Ben. Morio Wahome anasema 2027 Bishop, Kenyans will change leadership, clean sweep, whether Ruto or Gachagua or Mount Kenya leaders. Tax have been unfairly imposed on all Kenyans. Not Okiugiogio. Samideri Tuaka Ugaruto knows very well that Gachagua is not a simple soft leader to sway him in any way. And he may want Mr. Yes Sir person in everything he requests. Gachagua should be respected, and those yearning for his position should feel ashamed. Respect the deputy president. Aitigaide mwire kuri andu aingi marenda giti giki gia Gachagua. And one of them is also CS Moses Kuria. Riu Moses Kuria ni akomba ku deliver. Yes, not to get ena political experience gukira area yena DP witu ri. No to consider. Aremirwo nĩ gĩtĩ kĩa gavana Kiambu nĩ akũmba ku deliver Mount Kenya kiri President William Ruto. Patrick Kariuki anasema, my bishop, I really love you so much even if I'm online member. I want to remind you that 5% of who voted for Ruto, they didn't vote for him because of Gachagua. Most of them voted for Ruto simply because he had already made his way in Mount Kenya long time ago, back in their first term with President Uhuru, and he made people believe in him and to have trust with the people of the mountain, and he knows that not Gachagua who helped him. I tell you, if Ruto would have stood there and decided to pick Kalonzo Musyoka as his running mate, sisi tungeenda kumvotia for what reason? To take him vote, Ratodo, we are not represented there. Tugethie kuvotera DP, tugethie kuvotera Raila na Martha Karua, tondu Karua ni witu. I will put an end to this story there. You dread you are the mojire or modri. What is your take? What is your take? It's a delicate situation that you are in as the people of the mountain. What is your take? Reda kuigua your thoughts in regards to it. Leave your comment in the comment section. Muririkane umuthi ni twambia kwaria oro wa siasa haha thiini wa channel ito ya FM Show KE. Nie njitagwo FK Mwenda, neno ni FM Show KE. Rauga reanai no mutikanina andu aitu gikuyu turugame na turuire biashara citu, ciana citu na mawira meitu. Like of today, there is a memo that the NSSF board, wafanya kazi wa NSSF, 61.5% are over 50 years and above. There is no a single person employed there that is below 30 years. Mrajira tougaga nĩ thirikari ya vijana turacangura. Vijana wagani? Leave your comment on the comment section, and my number is over there. Make sure kama unataka kusupport our work, our number is 0705449728. Tungane. Yes, najua my Kikuyu is not perfect. No nyede mwana wa Mugikuyu. Ona ugikoro Githungu na Githwairi ndizo lugha ambazo nazitambua vizuri, hata kama lugha yangu ya mama inanitenga kidogo, but nawaambia ukweli, barabara tunahitaji kuichagua ambayo tunatembelea. Yeah. Ona ugikoro uraigua Gikuyu giakwa ti kiega muno, I tell you, I'm born by a son of a Mau Mau fighter. So I know the problems of this land. Inchi na watu wetu wa Mlima Kenya wanahitaji kuokolewa kwa wakati. Asante.